Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Ashton from the Ashton Forever channel. I am back for a couple of replacement videos because some of them didn't go quite as well as I had planned. It happens. I know I'm awesome, but I still got to work on some things. First of all, this entire video is going to be dedicated to retaliating against what Nick said about my boy GSP, who I feel to be the best pound for pound fighter in MMA right now. Even though for the guys who don't know out there, Georges St. Pierre is one of the best fighters in the entire world. He is #3 in the ESPN power rankings, and he's been hurt for like almost an entire year, and he's still holding his power ranking because he's just that good. He's 22-2, and his 2 fights came against 2 very legendary fighters, and every other fight that he's been in, he holds the belt for his weight division. And the cool thing about GSP is that he doesn't just go out there and try and knock people's heads off. He slowly breaks them down, mind, body, and spirit, all chipping away at one time because he has so much resilience mentally that he doesn't let things phase him, and he doesn't let things phase him that should phase him, like getting hit like super hard or getting knocked to the ground or getting taken down. Don't phase him. It's just another step in his plan he's using to break you down because you think you got him in a corner, but he's really been baiting you into that corner the entire time so that he can knock you out. And so he can get at you and he can chip you away. GSP does not typically get, you know what, if there's blood spilled in a fight, it's probably not from him. And yeah, he is a very, very skilled fighter. He's a tactician. He's not a guy who like goes into the gym and tries to power lift, tries to bench press, 500, 400 pounds, tries to squat 700, leg press, all that kind of stuff. He's a very in shape guy. He's toned out, and he's got a lot of true strength, not brute strength. That's a story for another time, guys. But true strength and brute strength, 2 very different things. He has effective punching power, and he has a skill about him for not only defending himself, but using his defense and turning it into offense, which delivers the pain. GSP, I feel to be better, if not the same, as Anderson Silva. And there's no doubt about it. I know Silva is just ridiculous. The dude doesn't even guard. Like, he doesn't have a defensive stance. He just has attack mode. And that is a unique style that we probably will never see again, and it's very effective for him because he's just kind of like, oh, you're going to come at me? Oh, well, I'm waiting for you to come at me because as soon as you come at me, I've already got like 5 different ways to counter you. So, yeah, so here's some stats about GSP. Like I said before, his name is Georges St. Pierre. We call him GSP. Sounds cooler, a lot shorter. He's from Canada, Montreal, Canada, where he will be fighting in his first fight back from his ACL tear. And against Carlos Condit, a very skilled fighter who broke down Nick Diaz. They always say you can't out crazy a Diaz. Well, Carlos Condit outsmarted a Diaz, and he took a lot easier route. Diaz basically depends on power punching and bringing the pain and getting his opponents to surrender. Carlos Condit, when Diaz got him in the corner, he took like 1 or 2 hits, and he was like, oh, no, I have an appointment to be over here. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Staying out of the way of the power punches so that he can put in the punches that he wanted. So it's going to be a good fight between him and GSP, and it's going to be very, very good because they're both very intelligent fighters. So you're going to see some stuff that you haven't seen. It might be a little slow, GSP's return to the ring, but it's definitely going to be something to watch. And it's don't know which UFC number that is, but it is on November 17th. GSP's 22-2, 5'11", and 170 pounds of pure terror. Nick, you know I'm right about this. Don't fight me on it, bro. I'm going to be on the show to talk about this issue again because this comes up as a conversation that we have all the time. And, yeah, so moving on to some other MMA news. Since I'm talking about MMA, I thought I'd just float in there. September 1st, if you haven't heard, you've heard it now, here live, for the first time ever. If you haven't heard it, September 1st, John Bones Jones versus Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson. Let's see. John Bones Jones recently released a statement about TRT. If you guys haven't heard this, it's a It's a supplement that seems to be running rampant in MMA, specifically on the UFC roster. It kind of boosts testosterone, which also helps with a lot of things that testosterone is a male-driven drug. It's a male-driven endorphin that is a part of your body. It's the reason that we grow hair the way that we do. It's the reason that we're able to build muscle a lot faster than most women. And a lot of guys, I mean, it's illegal to just inject testosterone. TRT is a substance that enhances your ability to create more testosterone. So it can be considered cheating, but from what I understand, sometimes the situation is that a fighter's testosterone level is low already because of their previous uses of other supplements and other substances such as steroids and I wouldn't say HGH. HGH is a growth hormone, so I wouldn't think that would affect. But then again, withdrawal does a lot of bad things to people, so it would kill a lot of things like your immune system and probably your testosterone level. So some fighters already have a depleted one, and then they're building it back up using TRT. But then there are some fighters, like there always are, who trying to get an edge in the ring, and it's understandable to a certain extent, not this extent. TRT is a testosterone-enhancing drug, and a lot of fighters are using it, and I feel like Dana White's getting kind of pissed because a lot of people seem to have a problem with it, and he's more concerned with making money than dealing with guys trying to cheat in his league. And that's John Bones Jones has come out and said he doesn't support such supplements because first of all, if you guys don't know, John Bones is a bona fide wrestler. He brings the pain on the floor. That's why a lot of guys try and stand up with him, and they still end up losing because he, for some reason, has picked up boxing and just striking overall very well. And that's why he's so deadly, because it doesn't matter where you are. He's always got something for you. He's a wrestler, so he's used to dedicating the time to losing weight, burning all that energy off, and getting down to the weight that he needs to. And, some people got to get on John Bones' level. If you want to hold the belt like he has, you got to get on his level, man. But my friend Nick, I know for a fact, does not care for Mr. Bones all that much. I like him a lot. I'm still shocked. By far the worst effect of a submission I've ever seen in a fight was him versus Lyoto Machida. I didn't think he had him in a neck lock. I think a lot of my friends were watching it with me. They're like, I don't think he has that locked in. And then he lets go, and Lyoto just drops like he was dead. I literally thought Lyoto was dead, and he was just knocked out asleep. And Lyoto's coming back. He's making his comeback. But John Bones Jones is where it's at, folks. That is all for today. So, like I say, always, follow me below. I got NFL predictions coming up for week 2. I got information about Halloween and more stuff about my life coming up later. But I thought I'd just dedicate this entire episode to MMA and retaliating against Nick. Hating on my boy GSP. He's coming back. And there's a lot of people on his hit list, and I have a strange feeling that dude named Silva is on there.